Hi, Sam here, Hope Mental Wellbeing. Look, if you need help today or anytime, why don't you get in touch with us? www.hopementalwellbeing.org.uk. But look, I want to say a few wee tips that might help you along the way. Things like avoiding future assumptions, how things might turn out, or how you think that things might turn out. And the reality of that is that 9 times out of 10 we'll get it wrong. And a lot of times, we can also predict things and walk into them and create situations because we think this is the way it's going to go, and you meet your expectations. So again, you got to watch. The other one that is a major would be catastrophic thinking, catastrophizing. Thinking worst case scenario. That I'm in the worst situation in my life. This is terrible. It's out of control. I can do nothing about this. That isn't true. We can always do something about most things. And the truth is that you got to ask yourself questions like this. Am I making a bigger deal out of this than what it is? Will it be the worst thing that ever happened in my life? Is there something I can do to recover from it? Is there something I can do to make it easier? A lot of people, what they do is put things off, push it down the road. But unfortunately, it gets worse. So therefore, you need to deal with it and take responsibility at the time that the thing or the event or situation is taking place. We can create things like fear by how we think, feel, and act. And how we self-talk is a major influence into how we actually feel. And if I feel anxious, and I keep thinking how anxious I feel, I'll become even more anxious. And that's why sometimes we got to take control of our thoughts, overcome our feelings, and watch our behaviors or actions. So what I would say is this: imagine yourself coping with a situation, taking control of the situation, working it out, looking at options, making things happen. Nothing happens without action. So those are a few, I hope, things that might help you to work your way through difficult situations. And remember, there's always an answer. Thank you very much. Take care, Sam.